Hey, forever freedom. That's my mantra as long I'm breathing. Don't trip, I'm leaving. Crossing paths, don't see the reason. Opinions leave them. Where I'm heading, don't think I need them. No longer dreaming. So surreal, fake love can even deny this evening. For they ones that still believe in this path I'm keeping. Flashing lights, one day we beaming. Our passion screaming. We've been eating while y'all been sleeping. You need to take your time. Once you find what you're seeking, go and run
this world round, build your movement, get it poppin'. Run this world round, build your movement, get it poppin'. Run this world round, build your movement, get it poppin'. Run this world round, run this world round.
All right. I'm your boy Rick, host of the Beyond Yourself podcast, which drops every Thursday on Buzzsprout, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more platforms coming your way soon. But right here, right now, I got my boy, I got my guy.
Yeah.
Someone I've been supporting for a long time. Someone who's been supporting me for a long time from day one.
Yes, sir.
My guy, Precise from Beats and Eats. What's up, my guy?
What up, y'all? What up, man? What's poppin', brother? I want to say thank you for the opportunity, man. You know, I've been waiting to just get on the mic and pod with somebody for a little bit, man. So it's kind of like, I feel like it's destiny that you hit me up to do this, man, because I've been waiting to get into this realm for a little bit, man. I took a little time off, but I'm glad to get the invite, brother. I'm always ready to talk about some hip hop and I'm saying whatever else you need me for.
Yo, man, thank you for even taking the time. I know you're a busy dude. Just doing this podcasting thing takes, man, the editing. It's more work than I even thought, bruh. It's more than I even thought.
Yeah.
The editing, the finding the right clips, finding the right, making sure. Oh, damn.
Research for material.
Research for material, make sure the content's right. Bruh, shout out to everybody. But you've been doing this, let's be real. You've been doing this before the word, I guess, podcast came into the game?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Been active with this thing since about I want to say maybe 2014 around there, possibly. When I was doing it with my man Veg, when it was just classified as internet radio at the time. So big shout out to my man Veg for helping me bring the vision to life, man, because that was really big for the county at that time, bro. It's a really dope time for music, man.
That's facts. It's been wow. I remember when I used to go to the shows personally, right in that room.
Oh yeah, that room is legendary, man. The whole field of music, man, legendary stuff.
Oh man, we gotta say, I wanna talk about that in another episode because me and you got history, so that's a fact. But this right here was just something last minute we put together real quick on the segment I'm trying to do called Dope Visions Entertainment, part of my podcast, Beyond Yourself podcast that I just started. I had that in my mind for 2 years, and then finally I said, you know what, let me just put it out. You know how it all starts with an idea, but actually you gotta execute it, right? So, and that's what came about it. I did some research, did hours and hours, months of literally a month of research of how to create a podcast, how to set it up, and this is what it came out of it. And people are enjoying it. It's crazy how people are enjoying it. People are loving what the content I'm bringing, and so I knew me and you been wanting to try to work something out for a long time when it came to whatever the project was. We were going to work something out, whether it was involving music or whatever.
Right.
It came down to be podcasting. Who knew?
Yeah, who knew? Yeah, man. You definitely doing your thing with it, man. I see with the graphic arts, you got the clips cut up nicely. You got a nice co-host to complement your style and everything that you're doing. It's coming together nicely, man. Especially your consistency too, brother. So big shout out to you for that, man. Definitely.
Shout out to my guy MOG, man. That man's been my dude for a long time. We had this idea for years ago, way before podcasts would even know. We were just yo, people gotta think the way we do. Very balanced, wise, fair balance. No political shit, no left, right, no anger shit. Just calm, relaxed discussions. And this is why. So shout out to him, but this is why I created this episode right now for us, a special episode, honestly, because like I said, it's last minute and it's really just something to talk about. I was like, damn, I saw $1 million worth of game. I just saw the episode with DJ Akademiks. And I'm like, damn, I want to discuss this, but I don't want to discuss this by my damn self. I need somebody with knowledge, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Yeah, I want to talk to somebody that's already right there, So
I feel that.
I want to know, before we can get started, what you think of that episode.
With this episode, man, first of all, I want to commend Wallow for what he attempted to do with DJ Academics and his past
Mm-hmm.
problems going on with my son. But unfortunately, from time to time, men are going to be men, and
Yep.
no matter how much effort a third party tries to put in, they still don't have that experience in that realm of that personal relationship between the other two parties. So no
Mm-hmm.
matter how easy it was for him to come in and say, y'all just squash it. It's not necessarily that easy to
Easy.
always just do that
Facts.
when you're a third person because you're not actually living through that situation. Now,
Facts.
I do kind of feel that Academics has a lot of standing up and a lot of pride he had to create for himself over the years because as somebody in the industry he was seen as somebody who wasn't this tough guy who's not going to stick up for
Mm-hmm.
himself, who's going to defend himself.
Mm-hmm.
So over the course of going through these situations with people saying certain things about him, he got tired of it and he started standing up for himself and defending himself. So in
Yep.
this, there were points where he came off like a little prideful, a little ignorant. Like when he made the comment, he's like, "Yo, my son, you're talking like you're this gangster dude." Like I feel like he was, putting a little bit much on it, yo.
Yes. I see what it is. You know what it is, brother? He has a chip on his shoulder.
Absolutely.
A large chip on his shoulder. And I feel him. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do feel
Mm-hmm.
him. Trust me. I see what people are saying that he talked crazy. I see what he said
Mm-hmm.
he talked recklessly. And what Wallow and Gilly was trying to do was make him see that. But I
Mm-hmm.
think that chip on his shoulder is so heavy. You know, I mean they didn't what was it some kind of award they snubbed him on like as one of the um media personalities. It was an award that of when the new media personalities when it comes to hip hop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
They didn't even put him on the list. So
yeah.
it's not like he's not rightfully he's not right for not having that feeling. Like he still feels like, yo, people still not respecting me, and due to your past history, possibly, no,
Right.
majority is from your past history of what. But he was young. Personally, I feel him like he was young, just a kid, just trying to figure out how to get into the game.
Mm-hmm.
I see in that same episode, I think you saw with me that he acknowledged that, okay, I was young, I was probably wasn't doing the right thing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Profiting off people's struggle, he was able to admit that, and I feel like he'd been trying to admit that, but I guess because he's been through the entire game, as people don't see him as, like you said, a tough guy. And the funny thing is, regardless of how you feel about him, he built his business by himself from the ground up,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and he built his business from the ground up. And to be honest with you, I've always seen him only not attack, but mostly defend. My issue with him sometimes is like when he defends, he doesn't stop.
Yeah,
When
yeah, yeah.
that defense becomes an attack.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where you get the aggressiveness. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
when you get what Wallow was saying, yo, you're not talking correctly, man. You're not talking right to these people who you shouldn't be talking like in the streets or in outside of any vicinity. You wouldn't talk that way, most likely, probably wouldn't. But I also understand Academics when he says, hey, look, I'm a man before anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm with 100% with them. I do get tired with this idea. Again, this is the one I wanted to hit you up because I think you can understand me. The illusion of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there's this creation of like, oh, if you're not tough, you can't speak. You shouldn't be allowed to speak to me. Who are you? What credentials do you have in this? Like, bro, we all
Right.
from the same cloth here. We all just trying to
Right.
build and make millions. We all black people just trying to build ourselves up together to make something happen. Yeah, we're gonna have disagreements because we're human, But once you let that ego come in, once you let that pride kick in, once you let that, I built this from the ground, because everybody built themselves from the ground up. My son built himself from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
Academics built himself from the ground up. So you're gonna look at each other like, who the hell are you? But you're not listening. You're not actively listening. Y'all just going back and forth and not realizing, y'all really fighting the same struggle.
Pretty much. And the thing with that is like, there's a thin line between trying to be, gangster and actually just trying to stand up for yourself and defend
Mm-hmm.
yourself. And I
Yep.
believe that was the
Speak
conflict
on
in
it.
words.
Speak
I
on it.
believe I believe that was a conflict in ideologies between
Mm-hmm.
academics and Gilly, because on one hand Gilly is saying, like, you can't be tough. Like my son was saying on the phone as well, like I've come from a different cloth, from a different set of experiences that
Right.
you have no experience with, so you can't really be talking like this. And academics is just saying, it doesn't matter if I come from that street mentality or that
Mm-hmm.
street life. I'm just defending myself as a man.
As a
So that's
man.
kind of yeah. So that's kind of like a fine line, because it's like, what do you do if somebody's telling you they're going to do some type of physical harm to you or something? You're not really welcoming that energy. You're just letting the next man know, like, look, I'm not on some gangster shit, but I can defend myself at the same time. I'm just not going to sit here and let you talk any way you want to talk to me. But often at times, that type of bravado can put you in some sticky
Backfire.
situations. Exactly.
Can
It can
backfire.
backfire. So it's
Because I
like,
don't
what do you do? And that's what academics was saying. He's like, what do you expect me to do in these situations where I'm being
I
spoken
agree.
to like this?
I agree. Sometimes when you get pushed in the corner, like yo, J. Cole said it, man. Anybody's a killer if you just push him to the limit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
anybody's a killer if you push him to the limits. How you
Hmm.
said it? How you said it in that track, fire ass track, Tales of Two Cities. Y'all should check that check out.
Shout
Plugging,
out to J.
shameless
Cole.
plugging, but I'm J. Cole, man. J. Cole. But for real, like yeah, you're right. What do you do when you get pushed to that corner? I understand it. So I understand where he's coming from. The issue is me, y'all, you already know me, man. I'm always been that peaceful,
Hmm.
relaxed, calm, chill. I'm on my own. I live in another world. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah,
Like
same
I
here.
live in
Same
a,
here.
I literally, I live literally in another
Yeah.
world. I'll be like, what happened? Who?
Like,
What?
who did what? What?
Who
How
did
you know
where? I'm
that?
not where. I'm just chilling. Yo, yo, precise. I thought this was where the girls at. Why am I
Yeah.
here? Like,
Bro, I feel you. Believe me, I feel you, man. People
I'm
be
like,
talking to me about shit. I'd be like, oh, word? Who did
oh,
that?
word,
Who is that? You'd be like, yo, hey, you live under a rock? I'd be like, yo, it's
yo,
comfortable over here, man. What can I say?
yo. I used to have this thing in my head, bro. Like, when becoming famous, I feel like if somebody had beef with me, I'll be like, wait, what? Yo, you can't shake his hands, Rick. What? You can't shake his hands. He just dissed you on like another episode, another show somewhere.
You're like, he
What?
did
Why? Why?
it. I had no idea. What? This guy's beef with me for what?
Why?
I didn't know we
Who?
had beef.
Where? Like,
Uh-huh. Nah, I
but
feel you, bro. I feel you.
because we're getting so much money and we have so many potential. Look, they talking about like what Marlon Worry podcast making 10 million. Freaking, I think Academics on that was just talking about he hit some kind of like a couple M's on there, and Gilly.
Mm.
Like there's so much money to go around, and I feel like the moment we start talking about money, us black people as black folk, we start kicking in this whole. And I get it. We come from the struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just as
Mm-hmm.
black people. You know what I'm saying? You know the racist looks. You know
Yeah.
that talk you got from your parents or somebody you know about. Yo, you got to work twice as hard to get half of what they have. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
and you don't want nobody else to tell you something different. Don't want nobody else, and definitely don't want nobody else to discredit you and what you built. And I
Right.
think that's the chip on the shoulder of academics. But the question is, I get it, yo. As a man, you got to defend yourself, but you also have to find a way to speak respectfully.
Absolutely.
And that's what Waller was trying to say. There's gotta be a way where you can speak to each other respectfully. And I'm with you. I may disagree on. I don't agree with neither. I don't think either of them should be having an issue. I think it's really just miscommunication, a lot of miscommunication, and they just really need to sit. Like I said, I think I really believe truly in my heart of hearts, precise, that dialogue could save a lot of people's lives, man.
Yeah,
Dialogue,
of course. Yeah.
just a quick conversation, you'd be surprised. Like you'd be like, oh, okay. No, a quick conversation, accountability, acknowledgement,
Mm-hmm.
and then tolerance, and then and respecting each other's space.
And you
That's
gotta
really
put that. You gotta put that pride to the side as well, because
Right.
that's what's gonna get you, man. Is that pride?
Pride before the fall.
Pride before
Pride
the
before the
fall.
fall.
That's what's always
And
gonna get you, man.
mm-hmm. I was hoping that I think they can do it, honestly, from based off what the conversation when I saw, because like to be honest with you, Academics was dropping a lot of gems, man. A lot of gems. Like
Yeah, he's a
how
smart
they,
he's a smart dude.
yeah, like how the industry works.
Mm-hmm.
Um how but you like how we were talking about the illusion of hip hop, where it's like, yo, unless you are this and that, popular or that, I'm better than you or not, you're nobody, which is not true. We can't have that concept in our heads, because remember, hip hop started as a voice for the people that were in the struggle.
But you know what intervened into that? The
Money.
whole art, money, the
Mm-hmm.
art of competition,
Mm-hmm.
and Wale made a song about it. One of
Mm-hmm.
my
Oh my
favorite
God,
artists.
yo, not to cut you off. Remember what he just said remember what he said, what did Academic said? That he walked in a room full of people that, wait, aren't you all beefing? Aren't
Yeah.
all your artists beefing? And y'all
Yes.
cool?
That was it. That was interesting
Come
too.
on, y'all.
The facade, yeah, the facade, man, the
Wake
facade.
up. Wake up.
It's all about business, man. It's all about business. And Kanye said the same thing too on when he was on Drink Champs. He said, me and Drake, we make too much money to be beefing with each other. We work for a lot of people who are not going to let us do any type of damage to each other because we are making money. So
Hey.
this whole thing
Mm-hmm.
is just a facade to build
Mm-hmm. The illusion of
reputation,
hip
to
hop. Mm-hmm.
exactly the illusion of hip hop. That's all it is,
Illusion.
man.
I hope people realize that. I hope people wake up and realize, yo, the real fight is out there. I mean, they just let a boy, 17-year-old boy, walk out killing two folks. I'm saying,
Yeah,
no
man. Crazy.
repercussion. So
Crazy.
the real fight is out there, people. Not over these millions that you guys have potentially making. The real fight is out there, and that's why I don't like Academics talking crazy to my son like that, But I want my son, like people like my son. Yeah, you may not like Academics, but give that man a chance to speak on something, or at least find a way to have a conversation. But I get it, because I understand. I've been following my son's career. I think he was one of genuine dudes. Is really out there for real, trying to
Yeah,
fight for
I
black
remember.
folks.
I remember my song when he did a song with Allen Iverson and Mace back in the
Mm-hmm.
day. Way
Hobson,
back in the day.
yo,
Yeah.
yeah. I know my son about the hip hop for real.
Mm-hmm.
So like, there's some people you just can't talk crazy to when it comes to respect. It's like me talking crazy to KRS-One. Like, you just can't talk. No matter what, you gotta just soak up the energy. Even if there's disagreements, gotta figure it out how to speak. Respectfully. But I do want people to understand, like, yo, you gotta let go of the feelings or whatever. If the man acknowledged that he did wrong, and that's my thing with people. If one person acknowledged that they did wrong, let them grow. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let them grow.
Right.
That's the only way we're gonna affect change. If you just let the person grow.
You gotta
not,
make your mistakes, man, to see that
right.
growth.
Roy, you can't. Pain helps with growth. Mistakes help with growth. You gotta learn from it. If you kill the person before they even get the chance to grow, what do you get?
Exactly.
The cancel culture.
Exactly. You took words right out of my mouth, man. That's all it's about, man. You can't. How are we ever going to get better if we're taking people out before we even give them a chance to acknowledge where they've been wrong or what mistakes they've made? If we're just going to write them off so fast, that's
Real
why
quick.
cancel culture is crazy, bro.
Can't stand the cancel culture. Me and my boy MOG did an episode on our first episode was about our second episode called titled "And Here We Go" was called. We wanted to speak on cancel culture, but we can't allow that to affect hip hop. We do, but I was, like, we just gotta find a way to. I don't know, man. There's so much. It's so complex. It's a lot. It's so complex, man, because there's so much history behind everything, but when you're not even trying to listen. My thing was Academics is when he's on that defense mode. That's what I meant to say. When he's on defense mode and he's being aggressive, he's not listening. You can see it. Like Wallow and Gilly trying to talk to him, and he's just interrupting them. Just not. What's that phrase? That old phrase. How can you listen? How can you listen if you're talking? There's something like that. Like, how can you listen if you're talking at this?
We got we got two ears and one mouth for a reason, I think, or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's
Because
like some
we're
old
supposed to
shit.
listen more. Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about. I'm with
you
you.
know,
I'm with you.
yo, somebody in the comments when they listen to this, let us know what it is.
Yeah, they're gonna know. Yeah,
Um,
facts. Put us on.
put us on. But yeah, that's pretty much what I want to speak on when it comes. I think that was an important conversation.
Yeah, they I believe that I feel that my son definitely wants to have a conversation. They both want to have a conversation, but towards the end, academics was really just
I
getting on
was,
some shit, and that's
I was,
that's why my son actually ended up
and that's why I
ending the
fuck with my
conversation
son.
early. He ended the
I mess with
conversation
my son.
early.
He knows when the people like that I mess with. They understand. Hey,
Hmm.
I this ain't gonna go nowhere. I don't want to go nowhere with it until there's a real conversation. Let's just end it right here. And I, you know what I'm saying? You
Exactly.
call it. I mess with that mentality all day. You know, and you know people catching academics with the sarcastic, like yo, still with the slick talk. I seen it. I get it. You
Hmm.
know,
Hmm.
and I'm just like, bro, you both of y'all, if y'all just really sit down and, hey, yo, if you can find a way to piece up with Meek Mill, you can find a way to piece up with Mice on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
you know, but you gotta try. You gotta be actively listening. But what I hope what people got out of that, that was an important conversation because I feel like it was like a meeting of the minds between the old school generation and the new school.
Hmm.
You know, and I think we need more conversations like that to really understand that we're all in this together. You know, we really got to respect one another, and figure it out. You know, but we're not gonna get there if we allow ego, pride, bravado, whatever, speak for
Yeah,
us instead of our thoughts. You know, but you know me, I always be that peaceful dude. So
yeah. I'm right there with you, man. I'm always down for a good conversation, man. Because miscommunication leads to complication. Big shout out to Lauren Hill for that, man. You know what she
that's a
said.
fact.
You
That's a fact. That's a
know what
fact,
she
man.
said.
And this is why I wanted to get you on, man. You got the hip hop knowledge, man. Got that.
Yeah, appreciate
Like
that, man.
had to speak on. Like, man, that's why I hit you up quick. I was like, yo, precise. I don't know what you're doing, but you at work right now. You at work
Yeah,
right now.
we have to make it work, man. You know, I was down.
Yeah,
I was down. I was very happy you hit me up too, man.
I'm glad you picked up the call. I'm glad you even hit it. Like,
Yeah,
but
of
that goes to
course,
show you,
man.
man. What you say?
I said, of course, man. I'm rocking with you,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh yeah, man, and this is why I mess with you the most because, like, some people, I don't know, me and you are like different. Like I said, this is why I'm in my own world. I try not to. I'm gonna have an episode about this. It's called it's not you, it's your attitude. You know, and it's
I
not you,
feel
it's your
that.
attitude. I'm
I
having
feel
an
that.
episode this Thursday. It's coming up, dropping, and me and my boy we're gonna speak on the fact that how many people block their blessings just based on their attitude, man.
I feel that.
Just based on their blessings. Just because some people don't want to too much pride to hit up that person. Like in the my song situation, too much pride to say an apology towards another to one another. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Because of that attitude. You know, and you could be a wonderful person. I'm sure my son is taking care of a lot of family. I'm sure academics is taking care of his family. You know,
Hmm.
being a good person. But that's why I'm specifically saying it's not you, but it's your attitude. That part of you that just stops other people from trying to connect. You know, and that's never been a
Absolutely.
problem with us, man. You always been down to like, yo, what's good, bro? Never felt like you be doing your own thing, building up with all these people I don't talk to and shit like that, but you always been like, yo, what's good, bro? You always treated me like a man. That's enough. You already know what it is, bro.
Cool, yeah, man. You don't need to be spoken on, bro.
Yeah,
You already know. You already know I got love for you, my man.
yeah. That's why we had to do this. Yeah. Did you hear? I don't know if you heard it, but you have the time. But I was wanting to talk to you about the
Oh, you
Silk
want to talk
Sonic.
to me about that Silk Sonic
Yep.
project?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I listened to it, man. I listened to it, and had it not have been for this conversation and this invitation, I probably wouldn't have listened to it. Not because I don't like them. It's just that I just haven't had the time to really get around it. But I
I
took
was
a
about to
listen to
say.
it.
I was like, you a feel good dude. You been
Yeah,
fucking
no,
with.
I'm with it. I'm with it. It's nothing personal. Like I didn't like it. It's just I gotta renew my title, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta renew my title.
Yeah, I was like, hold up. Did I miss something over the years? Did I miss
Yeah.
something over the years? There was
Nah,
times when you used to hit me up like, yo, did you catch that field? What happened? You got jaded?
nah, definitely not, brother. I'm still here, man. You know, I'm still with that nostalgia, that backpack, that love for
Yeah.
real lyrics. I'm still here, man. I'm still here.
Okay.
But this joint, though, one thing I will say about this whole project is what I really liked about it is their whole theme and their content. That I'm born in the 80s, but I still have a very strong understanding of that nostalgia to when they bring it back to that 70s feel, like when you have music by, Bootsy Collins, by the Jackson 5, because that's the automatic vibe that I get when I hear their music, that the bell bottoms and the Soul Train performances and just that type of music, man. Like I love it with Leave the Door Open, tracks like that. Uh Skate. What was the other joint that they got?
Smoking out the window.
Smoking out the window,
That's
man.
my shit. That's my what I loved about that song specifically. I'm doing a review on it right now, dropping that
Mhm.
on this segment too as well, but I'm glad I could have an in-depth review about it. Um what I loved about that, it was nostalgic,
Mhm.
but the lyrics were
Yeah, the
such
lyrics got me too, man.
how people deal with people, how we dealing with
Yeah.
people today in modern. So
It was giving me straight child
yeah.
support, baby mama, baby father
Yeah, like
vibes.
right now, I'm thinking they're gonna come out swinging like the old Temptations. They were like, "Nah, bro, we going through it."
Like, nah, this bitch got their kids running around my crib like it's Chuck E. Cheese. You gotta be paying rent and all that shit. I'm like, damn, brother, sing that pain, man. Sing that pain, brother.
Oh man, I see that pain,
Sing that pain, brother.
bro. When that dude said, "I want to die," I was like,
Yeah,
"Yo,"
you see the video when he just laid out on the
and
floor?
he laid on. I'm with him. I get it. I don't know personally. You see, pre-COVID Rick understands that pain. Post-COVID
Uh-huh.
Rick, nah,
Nah,
that ain't happening around here. But
yeah,
pre-COVID,
yeah.
I get it. I get it. I understand, but it's the beat, the instrumentation of the songs,
Mm-hmm,
everything, just the
mm-hmm.
vibe. 777 is crazy. I'm like, damn, I must have been
Yeah.
sleeping. But yeah, this is a special episode of featuring my guy, the one and only Precise from
Yes,
Beats and
sir. Yes,
Eats.
sir. Yes, sir.
Anything you want to tell the people real quick before we sign out?
Um, be happy, love, live life, proceed, progress. In the words of Lil Wayne.
Facts.
That's
I,
what I
I
got
couldn't
for
say.
him.
I'm not gonna say. I can't say it better than myself. Um, appreciate everybody. Hey, everybody, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel.
Yes, sir.
Precise, where they can get you at, where they can find you at.
Oh, yeah, you can find me on Instagram. Know what I'm saying, I'll be putting up hip hop news, post food, shit like that. You can find me BeatzAndDeatzz at Beats and Eats, y'all. So holla at me, interviews, reviews, whatever y'all want
Yep.
to do. Let's work.
Hit him up, man. This is a good man, like a pure good man. Busy as hell, but good man.
Appreciate it.
Busy as hell, but good
You
man.
already know.
I hope everybody enjoyed this special episode. If y'all enjoyed it, let us know. Likes, whatever. You know the game. We're gonna be promoting everywhere, so hit me up, and we'll see if we could come back another time, one more time. If
Yes,
not,
sir.
maybe a couple more. Why not?